You are listening to the Foamy Heads podcast, where we discuss craft beer and anything else that accompanies a glass.
It is the Foamy Heads.
Yes, it is.
We're back,
Man.
with a scientific experiment today.
Who's heaven and who's hell?
This is going to be wild.
Who can tell?
Mitch and Rich on the mics.
That's right.
We are pouring heaven and hell today. The world's strongest black and tan,
That's right.
according to Dogfish Head.
We've been through hell, so here's some heaven.
Right. So the traditional black and tan is Guinness.
With
and-
harp?
Yes. Harp.
I was trying to think of it.
A little bit of Irish, all Irish. A little bit of dark, a little bit of light. Some people will do Yingling in place of harp.
Yeah.
But I think that, the black and tan. So you just pulled it up on the website. Cocktail made by layering a pale beer and a dark beer. In Ireland, the drink is half and half.
Half and half.
Yeah. So Dogfish Head.
Yeah.
We got this from, I think, Baker and the Beard.
Yeah.
Joe Burgers.
Shout out to Joe.
Yeah.
Baker in the Beard.
He is the master at pairing food and alcoholic beverages.
In the Middle Tennessee area, I know for sure. Damn sure.
Yeah.
He's got it on lock.
Yeah. He actually just started posting on his TikTok not too long ago, and he's doing like some serious stuff. He was doing like some smoked stuffed jalapeno poppers.
I saw that.
Yeah. He did some beer can chicken
Yeah.
on his Traeger.
Traeger, man.
So I mean,
You got a Traeger.
I got an off-brand Traeger.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
still a Traeger.
I can replace it with Traeger parts. Like that's
Yeah.
how Traeger it is.
Right.
Yeah. But so this was his, maybe not his idea, but this is where we heard of it,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So the traditional black and tan is Guinness and harp.
Yeah.
We're going a little bit extra today.
That's right.
We're doing the Dogfish Head black and tan.
Apparently, Dogfish Head themselves did a tapping of a few kegs of, 120 minute and, bourbon barrel aged World Wide Stout together.
Okay.
And then I guess they would have to pour it evenly
Yeah.
for the consumers.
And that's my task today, apparently.
Yeah. I mean,
we're gonna pour it together. So we've got two beers sitting in front of us that we're gonna mix today.
and I can try to scan it with Untapped's barcode thing if you want, but I don't think it'll give us a date.
No, I don't. I don't think so either. You can try it, but we've got the Dogfish Head 120 minute IPA Imperial IPA sitting in front of us, which sits at a stout 17.5 to 18%, depending on which year it is. Let me see if I can get the barcode in there for you, Mitch.
Yeah. Let's see here. This is telling me just a 120 minute.
Okay,
It's
that's
not
fine.
giving me a date.
and that's fine. You said it was circa 2017.
It's a mixture between either 2017 or 2018, both of
Okay.
these. So, same with the World Wide Stout. I just tried scanning it. Just gave me the
Just
World
getting
Wide
the basic
Stout.
worldwide stout. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got the two beers in front of us today that we're going to be mixing is supposedly the world's strongest black and tan, according
Yes.
to Dogfish Head. It is the Worldwide Stout, a very dark beer brewed with ridiculous amounts of barley, and the 120 minute IPA, which sits at a staggering 17.5%.
That's right.
Depending on where you're going. I don't know what the Worldwide Stout sits at. but I'm guessing it's around the same ABV.
I would assume.
If it's less, then maybe it kind of brings down the average of the alcohol percentage for Dogfish Head. Anywhere from 15 to 20.
Not any less. So that's interesting.
Yeah. So what we're basically looking at is a black and tan anywhere from 15 to 20% alcohol.
Yes.
Okay. Which one should I? So we've got 2 glasses, 2 beers. We're each gonna we're gonna pour half and half into each one of them.
Right.
Which one do I pour first?
That's a good question. I would personally start with a stout.
All right.
I don't know why.
It probably doesn't matter.
Probably doesn't. But I've always seen Guinness poured first, right?
Okay.
And then the heart. I don't know. It's been a while since I've had a black and tan, to be honest. I really don't remember. Very good pours, yeah.
I was trying to make them as even as possible.
It's weird. When you try to pour a beer evenly from a typical bottle, it's like, for me, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I pour 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's weird because it's
you can't
not
ever get
even.
your rhythm right.
Right. So I'm always kind of like, fuck, what is it? But it's mostly visual. So especially with a pint glass, like a 1 bottle equals 1 pint, right?
Yeah.
16 fluid ounces.
16
roughly.
ounces.
Yeah. So it's like, roughly it'll be right. So, the pressure was on tonight for who would pour, and I gave the responsibility to Richard. And it is damn close. You got it, man. You got it.
You can't get any closer than that.
No,
Mitch.
man. That's perfect.
I feel like this one gets a little bit more.
And boom.
That's it.
That's it, man. You got it.
We are drinking the world's strongest black and tan.
Oh my God. Give that a smell, dude.
Okay.
Snort that shit.
Jesus.
It smells like alcohol.
This is okay, so let me preface.
All right.
When you said we needed to do this, I was not excited about it. I'm still not excited about it.
All right.
But I'm kind of excited about it.
I'm the same way. I'm hesitant, but I'm like, all right.
When you mix two 18, anywhere from 15 to 20% beers into one glass,
it spells disaster.
like
right?
the name "World's Strongest Black and Tan," like that's a quote. You're living up. You have to live up to that expectation. There's no coming back from that.
No, yeah.
Fun fact: 120-minute IPA was like the first IPA
Oh shit.
that I had that I enjoyed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Was it sweetness or what was it that brought you into the fold?
So it was with DJ, guest host DJ. He said, "Hey, you should try this IPA," and I go, "I've tried an IPA before." I mean, I think we know my experiences with the Stone Ruin 10, and I was just like, I can't do it. And then I tried it, and I was like, "Hey, this is really good. It's sweet. It from what I understood it to be hoppy, but it was sweet at the same time. But that was the 18% alcohol.
Oh yeah.
So in my opinion, that's what IPAs were supposed to taste like. Then I found out real quick that that's not what IPAs normally taste like. They're not 18%. They're not sweet.
Yeah.
They're hoppy.
They're
but
hoppy.
they're not sweet.
No.
So this is a little bit of a, and I haven't had a 120-minute IPA, and I can't tell you how long.
It's been a minute for me too. 2019 probably.
About the same for me.
Because I don't know if 2020 even happened.
It did, but we were all like shut up and vaccinated, and stuck in our homes. And 2020 was just kind of one of those years that nobody wants to go back and relive.
And I couldn't tell you if Dogfish did a 2020 because I was just in my own world.
Yeah.
It was just...
If they did, we weren't there to pick it up.
Nah. Weird, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't buy shit from Dogfish Head in
No.
2020. I feel like, at least from the second quarter all the way to the fourth.
I feel like we bought locally.
Yeah.
for that year.
Definitely.
You know, when things were kind of shut down,
Yeah.
you know, it was just kind of whatever we could get our hands on. And then when things started opening back up, I know like Bearded Iris, Southern Grist, they were very cautious in just doing like, you know, curbside. So we bought a lot from them. Living Waters.
Yeah, I did a lot of curbside with them.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely took care of you.
But Dogfish Head, you know, they're Milton, Delaware.
Right.
They're just not one, and this no offense, they're good beers, but it's just not something I think of.
Mm-mm.
You know, because in a pandemic, when you're just hunkered down and you want to see your local community succeed, you go buy beers from your local community.
Right.
Living Waters, Bearded Iris, Southern Grist.
You want to keep your craft beer alive where you're at.
Mm-hmm. Crazy Gnome.
Yeah.
They had a wild couple of years.
Dude, they're just now recovering.
Yeah.
It's still, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. Like, it took 2 disasters and they're still here.
Tornadoes before they were in open, and then COVID, and then another tornado.
I keep giving them props to people that I meet because they don't even know, or they had beers before the tornado or something. They're like, not to the best memory.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, fuck what your memory was. They got good beer. You need to go back. You got to give people a chance, man. Yeah. I mean, they might have had something that you didn't agree with, but go check them out now. They're far ahead from where they were.
Shout out to Crazy Gnome.
Crazy Gnome. They're a bunch of badasses.
We need to talk to them again.
We do. They're doing good work.
Yeah. We had an interview on site with them. They were our first on site interview.
It was, yeah. We were testing our equipment and everything.
Yeah. One of our mics went out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it kind of puttered out.
It was still a good time.
It was a great time.
Great beers.
They've got everything on point style wise, so definitely give them a look, man.
So 120-minute IPA and World Wide Stout. Dogfish Head.
On the labels alone, I appreciate the Dogfish Head 120-minute. The what label I've got has one single hop bud on it.
Yep.
With a plain pale label, whereas the World Wide Stout has a bunch of, is it barley?
Yep.
And I mean, it represents what it was brewed with.
Yep.
And
we're mixing them.
And we're mixing the shit out of them. Whew. So we poured the stout first, then poured the hop in.
Should we just try it?
Let's sniff it. Let's sniff it. Okay. We did sniff it earlier.
We already sniffed it earlier.
It was very alcoholic smelling.
That has not changed.
No, and we have a full pint.
Should we sip it?
Let's get into it, man.
All right. Black and Tan, the world's strongest Black and Tan. 120-minute and worldwide stout from Dogfish Head.
Cheers, man.
Cheers to you.
Whoa.
Hey. That's not bad.
Okay. So,
yeah.
Super bitter.
Yeah.
Dry.
Yep.
But malty.
Yes.
And dark.
My taste buds are confused right now.
It is. Yeah.
Because my brain is saying, look at me, I'm a stout.
Yeah.
But my taste buds are saying, hey, I'm an IPA.
Yeah. So, okay. So we don't have any definition to go by this time.
No.
And I have not listened to anybody's opinion on this. Black and Tan or Dogfish Head, Worldwide Stout versus 120-minute on top of each other, mingling, and we're drinking them. So it's a weird thing, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
hoppy and bitter up front, and chocolatey, like dark chocolate on the end. This is fucking wild.
It made me laugh on the second sip. This thing is wild, man. Yeah, I taste a little chocolatiness for some reason, a bitterness.
Yeah, it's bitter chocolate on the end.
What the hell?
That's that worldwide stout.
Ooh.
This is okay.
Shit.
So it is a black and tan,
It is.
for lack of a better term.
Right.
This is strong as shit.
It is the strongest beer I've had,
Yeah.
hands down.
You're mixing two 17% beers, basically.
Heaven and hell shouldn't be taken lightly.
No. I don't
This
know if I
is-
want to live here.
This is nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know what, though? Like, in a weird sense, it works.
Yeah, it
Putting
does.
the two together.
It really does.
I would never have thought to mix these two beers together. But if they can mix Harp
Yeah.
and Guinness together,
Yeah.
why can't they mix an IPA and a stout together?
That's true.
You know, they're
Yeah.
both Irish stouts.
Mm-hmm.
Mix an American IPA
Mm-hmm.
with an American stout together, and this is what you get. I'm looking at it. I'm getting some heartburn. There you go.
Yeah. That's the second sip. It is. It's heavy.
I will tell you right now, it's
Holy
really
shit.
good. I don't know if I will be able to finish the entire glass.
Same. I'm going to attempt, but I mean, this is wild.
I taste the 120-minute IPA. It's
Yes.
it's front and center,
Yes.
right up front.
And then that stout comes in as a backbone.
Yeah,
And it just kind of goes, it's okay. It's all right. Just
it
take
just
it.
takes over. It says, hey, we don't need these hops. We can just get this chocolatey goodness instead at the end, this roasty goodness at the end.
Yeah.
My taste buds is confused.
Yeah. It's wild, man. For lack of a better word, it's wild.
I don't hate it though.
No. This is something that would be very interesting at like beer festivals for $15 a pour.
Oof.
Because, I mean, you think Dark Lord Day,
Yeah.
$10 a pour. These are two heavy things that are kind of rare in a sense to some people. It used to be rare to us.
Before they started distributing everywhere.
Exactly.
Because Dogfish Head used to be in Tennessee,
Yeah.
and then they kind of pulled back.
Right.
You know, they were facing some production issues, and they
Yeah.
didn't want to reduce the quality of the beer, so they kind of had to pull back, which I
Yeah.
respect them for that.
Definitely. I mean, business is business.
Mm-hmm. And then that was around the time when, at the time, Tennessee was saying, hey, if you want a high gravity beer, anything over 6.3, anything over 6.2
Mm-hmm.
had to be bought at a liquor store. So
Right.
Dogfish Head made the decision that it wasn't profitable for them to be in Tennessee, so they pulled out.
Makes sense.
And it wasn't a year or two after that when we couldn't get. I mean, we can get, I don't even think Dogfish had 60-minute. Maybe 60-minute was in grocery stores, but that's it.
That was it.
Couldn't get 90-minute, couldn't get 120-minute, couldn't get any of the other beers that they
Nope.
had.
No.
You had to go to the liquor store in order to get that. Couldn't get
Yeah.
it at Publix or Kroger or at a grocery store. And then sometime after that, the laws were amended.
Mm-hmm.
So I think anything up to 10 point something. I can't remember what it was. And then that's when you started to see Dogfish Head kind of come back.
Yeah.
They
It-
kind of established their footprint. They said, okay, we now have the ability to meet the demand. And they came back into Tennessee.
Yeah, the Brewers, I don't know if it was the Brewers Association or what, but people stepped up in Tennessee
Yeah.
and made the laws change.
Mhm.
It takes a community to make a difference. And there's the Dogfish Head kicking in when I said community,
Yep.
because I could hear it like, oh shit, I'm drunk. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's just, it takes a lot of people to make the choice on the people that run the board. So,
When we talked with Chad at Tenfold,
mm-hmm.
he said, and we kind of started talking about the whole like rules of the beer community and what was allowed and what wasn't allowed. And he said, you kind of got to move slow.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You can't just change a bunch of regulation at once. And that's kind of what Tennessee did, is they kind of moved slow.
Always.
There was a little bit of red tape
Mm-hmm.
to jump through, but we eventually got there. And now, and not that I would sit there and just shop at Publix for my beer all day,
Right.
but if I wanted a good beer, I could get it at Publix if I wanted.
Yeah.
Bearded Irish is there, Attention Please, Home Style, Double Scatterbrain. Wiseacre, Bo
Damn.
Echo.
I love that double scatterbrain. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It's a great beer.
That's a callback, and they still make it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just the ability for Tennessee to start allowing beer to be purchased in grocery stores.
Yeah.
Anything above 6.2% was just good because Bud Light Platinum was basically the highest alcohol you could get.
Right.
So I liked it.
Yeah. This is interesting. It's definitely a sipper. So, I mean, if you're hearing this or you've heard of this or you're listening to this for the first time, let me preface again. Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA and Dogfish Head World Wide Stout.
Yeah.
We poured the World Wide Stout first. We then poured the 120-minute IPA on top, kind of like you pour the Guinness, then the lighter.
The harp.
Yeah, the harp.
Yeah. Would it have tasted different?
I don't think so.
No?
Because eventually they're going to separate,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know.
They don't look like they're separating to me.
No, but I don't know. I'm not a mixologist, but it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, so from what I remember, the last time I had a Guinness and Harp, the bartender did do a heavier and then a lighter.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of instinctively was like, let's do the heavier and then the lighter.
Yeah.
But they mixed great. It's a dark looking beer.
Yeah.
It tastes bitter, hoppy, full, light,
And dark.
and dark at the
Oof.
same time. It's weird, but it's extra alcohol-y
Yeah.
because of how heavy these two are. So, it's one of the, not to sound Cincinnati or anything, but these twos are, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, these are heavy hitters. So if you ever get these poured on tap, I mean, bless you. I mean, I hope you survive. We've got a full pint glass,
Yeah.
and we're working our way through it. May not and may finish it. We're sipping it. We may take it out for like a later smoke and like chill and like sip it kind of session, like
Yeah.
whiskey, bourbon, something to complement this kind of torture.
This would be perfect. This would actually be a compliment to whiskey or bourbon.
Yeah,
because
dude.
I believe that this is
Yeah,
strong enough
it is.
to
It's
stand
right up
on
there.
its own.
It's a caliber.
Yeah.
If you think of a 9mm, this is a 45. Is that right to say?
Yeah.
Is that the right dimensions? Am I
think
thinking
so.
right?
Yeah.
Because shit, man.
Well, I mean, 120-minute IPA is
Yeah.
strong on its own.
it is.
It's not your typical IPA. It's
Mm.
it's a lot sweeter
Mm-hmm.
due to the higher ABV.
Yeah.
But then Worldwide Stout is very dark chocolate bitter forward.
Mm-hmm.
So you almost have opposite players working with each other here, because IPAs are supposed to be really hoppy, really bitter,
Yeah.
but Dogfish Head 120 is not.
Mm.
It's real sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's hoppy, but it's sweet because of the higher alcohol. The Worldwide Stout is very bitter
Mm.
due to the dark chocolate of the stout. So you almost feel like the bitterness is coming from the IPA and the sweetness is coming from the stout, but it's literally the exact opposite. The sweetness is coming from the IPA and the bitterness is coming from the stout.
Yeah.
And my mind is fucked right now, and I
It's
don't know
weird,
what to
dude.
think.
It is weird.
Yeah.
It's so strange right now. Heaven and hell is really fucking with me in purgatory.
And you and for whatever reason, this is harder than drinking just a pint of one of these beers.
Yeah. Oddly enough, you think it would be milder,
Supposedly.
but this is and it's steep. That's a different word I've used
Yeah.
for beer. It's steep because you got the both worlds colliding for your palate.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
Yeah. I mean, I like it.
Yeah. But you're getting your ass kicked.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
Have you had World Wide Stout on its own?
No, actually, I have not personally. No.
Okay.
This is the only bottle I've had of it.
Mm.
And I've just aged it. And I think, so what we have here, I think, I've been thinking on this the whole time we've been recording. I think the Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA is the 2017 that we've got. But the Dogfish Head World Wide Stout is a 2018.
Okay.
So I think we got 2 years.
Okay.
But both years have age on them.
Yeah.
So what do you really take for that?
You know, if the Worldwide Stout, I think you age the Worldwide Stout, it's a stout.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
IPAs are not supposed to be aged.
Right.
IPAs are hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
Hops are supposed to be enjoyed from the time that they get released.
That's true.
And we've said that on prior episodes.
However,
Yeah.
Dogfish Head 120-minute,
Yeah.
it can age.
It can't because the higher alcohol.
Yeah.
Higher alcohol.
Yeah.
The 120-minute is one of those exceptions because
That's true.
you've got 17.5, 18% beer
Mm.
that you can age. But historically, IPAs are supposed to be drank fresh from the time it's released. Stouts,
give
they
and
release
take.
them. Yeah, you age them, you drink them now, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I think that there's this period in time when Dogfish Head wasn't around and you were looking for it, and then all of a sudden you were like, oh shit, Dogfish Head is back. So you bought some and then you just held on to it.
Yeah.
And now you're like, this is like 3 years old.
Yes.
I don't know if that takes away from the experience.
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think so. It's a high enough alcohol content.
Right. That's the only
Surely.
thing that's saving is the ABV.
Surely. I mean, all right. So, I mean, if anyone who knows Dogfish Head or knows a rep, knows the manager, knows the brewers, whatever, shout out to us. We'll talk. But we finally had the heaven and hell.
Yeah.
We've had 120 for forever,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it was a miracle that we even had it in a tap room with guest host DJ one time in Nashville,
Yep.
where it was like first able to release
Yep.
on tap.
Yep.
And then bottles came shortly thereafter wherever you can find. Because distributors were like, yeah, we're going to throw this around. Fuck yeah. So we could find them wherever. But Worldwide Stout, slightly more rare in my opinion. I'm not sure where I could find it compared to 120. But that eluded me compared to 120. But
Yeah.
at the time, I'm just like, holy shit. Okay, 120 we can get on tap and in bottles now. Sign me up.
Yeah.
But I would love to talk to somebody behind the scene to know, like, all right, who put together Heaven and Hell and why,
Whose idea was this?
and how sad are they?
Yeah.
Because this is definitely bringing up, like, I can already tell into this episode. I'm about half glass. I'm
Yep.
getting there, half mast, if you will.
Yep.
And damn, it is heavy.
Yeah. It's heavy.
So, this is a sipper. You don't want to chug this, but you can. Shane.
You should not, Shane.
Don't do this, Shane.
So on the topic of Worldwide Stout, you can find it now most places where you can find 120 minute.
Yeah.
You just don't think to look for it.
No.
Because you're always trying to find something local.
Mm-hmm.
But Worldwide Stout is not cheap.
It's not.
120 minute, not cheap.
No.
Normally they're anywhere from $25 to $40 for a 4-pack. So
So stout.
yeah. Didum. You're taking 2 bottles at $10 a piece.
Mm.
And you're mixing it together. We're basically drinking a $10 or $12 pint. between the two of us.
I think the cheapest I found Dogfish Head for 4-pack was $33 or $35.
That would make sense for like the 120 or the yeah. They're not cheap.
They're not cheap.
But I get it because it takes so much more effort to brew 120 minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's released twice a year.
Yeah.
And then the World Wide Stout. The first time I ever saw World Wide Stout was at Total Wine and More in Knoxville, Tennessee. And I was like, oh, shit.
Oh.
They have a total, they had a World Wide Stout. Then they had an oak-aged vanilla World Wide Stout. You say that?
Dude.
It was almost too much.
Really?
Yeah. It was almost like that triple vanilla from Avery that we keep referencing from time to time.
Too sweet.
Too sweet.
Mm.
The regular Worldwide Stout, I think is perfect, and then you mix this with the 120 minute.
Yeah.
I think the oak aged vanilla Worldwide Stout would be too much for this beer.
Definitely.
This was the right beer to mix with the 120 minute IPA.
I think it's the only beer that could mix with it.
Okay.
I'm sure there's lower ABV that could probably do just fine. But, I mean, you can't make heaven and hell with both heaven and hell.
You wouldn't be the world's strongest black and tan if you mixed a
Exactly.
low ABV beer with a high ABV beer.
Yeah.
Because then you came out with a medium ABV beer.
Exactly. So, would that just be called purgatory in itself?
Basically.
I mean, you start strong with hell, and then you just give it a little bit of
A
heaven.
little bit of heaven.
a little bit. Little taste
Just
of
so
what
that
your
they're
life
comfortable
was.
enough to chill in there for a little while.
You remember these memories, right?
Yes.
Well, fuck you. Here's these.
What's your thoughts on this?
It's weird, man. It's a shame I can't do mixes on Untapped or any rating site for that matter.
That's true. You will not be able to check this beer in.
No. So it'd be interesting for people who like to mix and match. Maybe that's the app's name is Mix and Match.
Mix and match.
Not only just beer, but liquor. So mix and match. Do your pairing, register it, sell it online. You heard it here first, folks.
First on the foamy heads.
First on the foamy heads. So I'm curious, though. I mean, Dogfish Head obviously put this together for a pour at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So how fucked up did these people get at that event is my question. Because, we're fortunate enough to have 2 bottles of one of the other.
Yeah.
And pour them together.
Yeah.
But how crazy would it be to be able to get multiple pours of a 5-ounce taster or 10-ounce taster or whatever your taster
Pour these both
will
on
be
tap.
on tap
Yeah.
from the people and hear what they have to say, what they did, what they done, and then drink it, get fucked up, and then keep coming back. So it's kind of weird, man. It's a interesting thing, especially since we've aged both of these. Well, me, I guess, as default, like at fault. At fault and default, I've aged these. So it's an interesting experience because it's a lot heavier than I expected.
It really is.
Yeah.
Milton, y'all some fucked up motherfuckers.
Damn. If
You
that's
guys-
not the truth.
Yeah. I mean, Dogfish Head and Milton. I went to Dogfish Head.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You went to the brewery, right?
Yeah. My wife, we were in, I can't remember where we were going. We were going to one of my friends' wedding up north. And my wife loved surprising me
Yeah.
with these kinds of things. And she was like, hey, we're going somewhere and you have no idea where we're going. And I was like, okay. And
it.
we were in, oh God, I can't remember where it was. But we drove to the next town over and it was Milton, Delaware. And we pulled into the parking lot and I was like, we're at fucking Dogfish Head. Like, this is wild. Like, I saw Sam Caljo, like I saw Sam's car sitting in the parking lot. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, we're at Dogfish Head. And at the time, craft beer wasn't as big. Like, Dogfish Head was the man on top. Beard Irish wasn't around. Yazoo was just kind of doing its thing. And I was at Dogfish Head Brewery in Milton, Delaware, and I was like, this is crazy. And we walked in, and I got the chance to enjoy flights and beers, and I got a chance to take a tour of Dogfish Head, and it was great. Didn't meet Sam, but I thought it was cool to just do that. And I had some of the beers that you couldn't find anywhere else except on tap, and it was great.
Oh, man.
And, Dogfish Head has gotten a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Within the last few years. They've been bought by Sam Adams now.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's true.
So, there's still the craft beer thing, but they're still, they're kind of owned by the bigger guys now.
That's true.
But there's still a place in my heart for Dogfish Head. And so being able to come back around and trying their 120-minute IPA and their World Wide Stout, mixing them together, black and tan.
Holy shit.
It's wild.
It's great, but also warning. Hold on. Warning. You will be fucked up.
Yes. What's your thoughts on this one?
It's wild, dude. Not a great mixed drink.
Yes.
I'll start with that note.
Okay.
Because you're going to get a bitter front-fisted punch to the face of both stout and hop.
Mm-hmm.
It's heavy and high, and it's just like throwing punches at your face. If you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it.
Not for the weak.
Not for the weak. I haven't had World Wide Stout before, but I have had stouts, like heavy fucking stouts before, and I have had 120-minute IPA before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think I was ready enough for this, but damn, dude.
Yeah.
A whole pint?
Mm-hmm.
It's a different level.
Yeah.
You need to take it like whiskey. It's heavy enough to take you on a trip if you're not careful.
Yes.
So it's like taking, let's say you got slides on and you just came out of the pool and you're going up a set of brick stairs.
Be careful. Right?
Be careful. Or you might shed some skin on those big toes. Yeah. It's not like one of those things. It's not like alcohol, like whiskey or bourbon that'll like fuck you up immediately. But it will gradually take you to the same state.
Yes.
We are both at about half, or if not, just 1% or 2% less than half. Mm-hmm. And I know we're feeling it.
Oh, yeah.
Because these are stout.
Oh, yeah.
17 and above. If that doesn't say it enough right there. Be careful with these if you do venture into the heaviest black and tan.
It's good.
It is good. It's
is it heavy?
It's one of these things that I would have probably with a spicy or mild kind of cigar, not a heavy dark one. That's like the only exception. Maybe a light one, but light ones are not my favorite.
Yeah.
If I had to pair it with a cigar, it'd probably be more on the spicy side.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like
Makes
the
sense.
original 2014 Los Calaveras.
Oh.
That would be perfect right now. But
Yes.
at the same time, I would go with Thunderbird wings.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
I take Thunderbird wings any day. Shout out to Chase.
Fuck, Chase, man. I miss those Thunderbird wings. I need to do another order.
We need to order some more Thunderbird wings.
Dude, we need a platter and walk around to breweries that allow food in.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
But this was good.
It was amazing. Yeah.
I'm glad we got to mix the two together. I thought you were fucked up when you said that this is what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
I still think you're fucked up, but it's super tasty.
Yeah, I'm
The
pretty
world's
fucked.
strongest black and tan.
World's strongest black and tan, man. We did it.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it through.
I don't know if I would do it again, just because it's so strong. But only because it was so strong.
I would do it again if it was on tap from the brewer itself.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
I would do that.
I'll do that from the way they prepared it. I'll
Yes.
try it. And a taster.
Yes.
I don't want a 16-ounce pour of this because I won't be able to even have anything else for like an hour and a half because this shit is so stout.
It's too much.
It's a lot.
But it was great.
It was amazing.
I think it was a great opportunity that we had. Mitch brought this idea to us, and we tried it. We conquered. We did great.
Shout out to Baker and the Beard.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, Joe. You, I saw that post. I saw that story.
You did good. Yeah. You did good. We'll keep drinking Dogfish Head beer. You guys keep drinking Dogfish Head beer. If you haven't had craft beer, start drinking beer. If you have craft shit. If you had craft beer, keep drinking craft beer. If you've never had craft beer before, depending on the Dogfish Head, might be too much for you.
That's right.
But it's really good. And we're professionals, so we're going to just keep at it.
That's right.
And we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Cheers.